Are you somebody who considers yourself to be spiritual or somebody that does a lot of self work and you're having a hard time finding other people who are on the same path? Are you looking for someone who's quote unquote spiritually awake, but you're not quite sure where to find somebody in your community? Hi, I'm Jessica Crystal Joy, Feminine Empowerment Educator from Houston, Texas. I have a question from one of my followers on Facebook. Hi there. I hope you get to see this. The question of the day is, how does an awakened person meet people who are similar in spiritual awareness? So for some of you, the words like awakened, awareness, spiritual might be a little weird for you. So first what I'm going to do is break it down for words that other people might understand. So this can be an inclusive video. And for those of you who are already on the same track, I'll be able to give you some tips and examples of this. I personally have moved a lot the last couple of years. After graduating college in 2009, I moved to Northern Virginia. And in that area, I didn't know anybody except for the person I was living with, which was a former partner of mine. So I had to build community and find people that had similar connections and similar interests. And then I had to move to Indiana. And again, I didn't know anybody at that time. And I moved here in Houston, Texas about 2 years ago, and I started from scratch. And now I have a thriving community that has so many events that I actually have to decline a bunch of them because there's something to do at least 5 or 4 days a week every week. So, how do you do it? Well, let's move backwards. Calm yourself down. So, awakened. That can mean somebody that is active in their environment. Instead of just taking what the media gives to us and in the news, they research it. They look online for different media sources outside the United States to see a bigger picture of what's going on in our global world. They are somebody that looks and reads books to figure out what is their connection to a higher power. Do they have one? If they're really into it, they take workshops or classes or things of that nature so they can continually learn. It's people that have a seeker kind of attitude or somebody that's an eternal student, really. Awareness, again, means somebody who is able to notice what's going on, has a fine tuner to what's going on. And just because you're into that doesn't mean that you don't like sports or you don't like silly TV shows. It just means that you're somebody that likes to grow and learn and has a big connection to something bigger than us, be it God, Jesus, goddesses, or maybe just nature. So, how do you find somebody when you're into these things and the people around you at work or maybe the people you already know think you're kind of weird for it? Well, luckily, we have the internet. The internet is such a great tool. And in fact, so many people have said that the internet might be a way for us to maybe have the ability to do manifestation because we instantly click and something happens. So it might be a practice for that. So, on the internet, meetup.com is a great source of this information. You go in, type what you're looking for, and the zip code, and you can find a list from dancing to drumming to yoga to herbology and more. Another one, shocker, is Facebook. I found so much of my Houston community just by looking up something like ecstatic dance or contact improv or maybe how to make kombucha or farms. And from there, meeting someone just trickles down. You find one after the other after the other. Another might be go to some of these places, such as the yoga studios, and look at the flyers or maybe a local coffee shop. And those would be great ways to find somebody. So, what about you? Do you have any other suggestions that I left out? Be sure to comment below. I'm on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and I also have a website, http://jessicacrystaljoy.com. Be sure to check the links below, and if you're somebody that loves to interact that way, be sure to add me. And if you'd like more information, be sure to subscribe to my channel as I'll continue to put out more great information. Have a great day. Keep the hope, and be sure to try something new to connect with some new person that will get you just as much as you've been waiting for. Bye.